Previously on Hackway Heights.
I want to jump.
About halfway across, everything that's in your backpack lift up and pull you to the ceiling. Nezzy, you see this mechanical spider emerge from like a trapdoor.
Nezzy gets down on his knees and he pulls out Prick and he holds him in the air. This is the great Octotron. He is the great liberator of robots.
And it seems to be opening up this compartment so you can set that jar inside its back.
I think we gotta do this, man. I think you gotta give him our leader.
I give the jar a little kiss and I say, for Barney,
you have passed.
You're so handsome with your monocle.
Well, thank you. Felina, I'm blushing.
I can't stop this passion any longer. And she lunges at you.
Does she like that? She wants some more wine and just suck it out of my cheeks.
The radio that she's had on that you all were dancing to cuts out. Breaking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce that the child that was kidnapped has been recovered and back with his family.
Barney, no!
Nathan, can we get a little commentary on how you think this is going for them?
That's going horribly bad.
It is episode 9 of Out of Depth Plays Hackway Heights, an Electric Bastionland RPG actual play podcast. All of that means that we sit here and we play a game, try and tell the coolest story that we can with the coolest characters that we can think of. And so far, it's been really, really fun for me, and I hope it's been fun for my players. I think it has been. I am so pleased to say that we are entering, and I'm a little sad, we're entering the final 4 episodes of Hackway Heights. 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's it. We're moving on to a new game. I know if you're listening this far and you have fallen in love with Tremolo, Sallie, and Nezbit, as I have, it's going to be hard to say goodbye. In 4 episodes counting tonight, I think we've told a hell of a story so far, and we're about to make our way towards what I think is going to be a hell of a conclusion by the time we get to 12. It may start tonight. Before we get started, I also want to give a shout out. Last week, I shouted out a new listener based on our data in our out-of-depth data center, our command center. There was a ping that let me know that somebody in Crownberry Township, Pennsylvania was listening to our podcast. And if you're still listening, I love you. Thank you. But over the last couple days, I've discovered that we now have a listener in Seattle, Washington, which is the furthest west we have sent our message. We can now say that we have a listener in Maine all the way to Washington. Not everything in between, but like at least those 2 states. We're coast to coast, motherfuckers. And I'm very proud of that. So Seattle, Washington, if you're listening, I know you've listened to at least episode 2 this far. So you liked what you heard the first episode. And you went for number 2. I hope you make it to 3, because that's when I feel like we're really hitting on all cylinders. And if you make it here, just know I've been thinking about you, and I appreciate you. Guys, we're going to play some Electric Bastionland tonight, and I think it's going to be fun because this is the least I've had to prep for a game in my life. And this may be really bad for me. We may find out that I am like woefully underprepared.
We all take sharp turns in other directions.
If you guys veer off course too far, Gail, I'm already prepared for all your left turns.
You know, I love left turn.
I know your left
3
turns.
lefts make a right.
I'm ready. But
yeah, we got enough money, and Nezzy's ready to buy a condo.
Yeah.
You know, that's
if you
let's
guys
just
decide,
settle in.
I'll go with it. I'll go where you guys go.
Tremolo has a job. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just gonna be an episode of us all domesticating.
yes. You know, just give up this life of crime.
Gosh, yeah. Can you imagine if this was a real TV series like Breaking Bad and Walter White was just like, you know what? I'm good.
I
And
know
then for like
mine.
last 4
And Jesse
episodes
goes,
is him
"You know,
just
me
being a
too."
science teacher again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should really move somewhere else and be a science teacher.
If you guys want to do that, I think that would be brave. And I
Yeah,
would go
you
with
guys-
it. Even though
you-
it'd be
yeah.
super cowardly.
I don't know.
In
You
game.
guys go by my workplace and see me just happy doing my job, and you're like, we should go.
Yeah.
We should
Go.
go.
Let him
No,
be
Nezzy's wildly unqualified to be a science teacher, so I don't think that's where I'm going to go.
If you guys go the domesticated route, I feel like that would be a montage from Donnie Darko. It would have that song playing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I guess I can't sing it. Can
I don't know if
Mad
you can
World.
sing that song.
Yeah.
You know the song
we
I'm
all
talking about.
half hum through it.
Yes.
Oh, faces.
The song is
Faces.
Mad World by Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
Well, and actually sung by somebody else in Donnie Darko. But anyway.
Yeah, cover. Mm.
So that song. Last week, we got to power through this because it's only 4. It's only 4. Sallie, Nezzy, you all went underground. You went to one of the rooms under the dynamo, one of 4 dynamos, met some robots, stole some data documents that show you how to communicate with different radios connected to Dynamic Industries. And then you followed a little robot down a hallway that led you to a room. And this room was kind of a death trap. Sort of. And all these
Meant
different
to be a
cameras
death
were
trap.
yeah. And you all managed to survive this, but in order to do so, instead of fighting, you decided to convince these robots that Prick, Nezzy's soulmate of a pet urchin that he has had with him for
My
a very long
truest
time.
confidant. Yes.
Yeah. He gave this creature up to the robots, saying that this creature, what was the words? It was the leader, right? It was,
he was
is here to liberate.
Octocron. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Octocron, the liberator of robots.
Yeah. Once that was taken care of, avoiding the mechanical spider that was going to possibly do something really nasty to Sallie, you all were allowed to walk out the other end of this hallway, and it took you to the premium industrial transport tunnel right next to Dick's Skirts and Furs. And you are currently hiding under a truck behind one of the large wheels, looking into a loading bay. Sallie is, right? You went by yourself. Is that right, Gail?
Yes.
Kinda snuck
Nezzy is, I believe you're right outside the
A little
door.
ways back?
Yeah. In the pit, in the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's hiding under the truck, and she sees this knight-looking fellow with a large fork on his back, and he's yelling at people to load these crates faster. And the crates say Dick's Skirts and Furs. Now, Sallie, you know that you all are supposed to be nowhere near Dick's Skirts and Furs because the location, the dynamo that you went under, was on the other side of town.
About as far west as you can get from
Yeah.
Dick's Skirts and Furs. Yeah.
Yeah. And you all have not even walked a mile down here, and you're already right next to it, feasibly right under it.
And we did, or the great Octocron did ask that we be sent to Dick's Skirts and Furs. Correct. So that we would get rid of Mr. Dick, who hates all robots. Is that, that's what
Well,
happened, correct?
He definitely pointed out and framed Mr. Dick as being an enemy of robot kind.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do I know this guy with the big fork?
No,
No. Okay.
no, you haven't seen this dude.
How many people do we see that are helping load in and out these boxes?
4 workers. In
4 workers plus
in
this guy
overall
with
plus
fork?
the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus the knight.
All right. Are any of them familiar?
No, they're all pretty nondescript. You guys only really gonna got to hang out with Dick's crew like one day,
Yeah.
and it was mostly through Merkin.
Okay. This guy in plate armor, he looks like a knight.
Yeah, I mean, he's dressed in armor. What you would picture a knight to be, that's what this guy looks like.
But with a big fork instead of a lance. Okay, got it.
Nezzy's gonna sneak up and join Sallie.
Give me a little dex check to sneak up there.
Oh,
Dave.
dear.
I know. I was like, oh no. That's why I snuck up.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
That's a 10.
And your dex, I think, is a 9.
Good memory.
Excellent memory, Jae.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your dexterity's a 9. A 10 would be greater than a 9. And greater in this circumstance.
In the traditional sense, yes.
Means in the traditional and I would hope non-traditional sense, it is greater.
In the mathematical sense.
I don't know if there's a way you could spin it in which it is, but if there's a mathematician listening to the show, please send us a link on how to make 10 non-traditionally less than 9. As you were sneaking up, the like anxiety of like what the fuck is happening gets to Nezzy, and he starts sneaking up, and his big sack of stuff kind of droops a little bit from his belt buckle, and the large rifle that is inside kind of scrapes
Oh my gosh.
across the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And so, Sallie, you're under the truck and you just hear this from behind you, a clear sound. Nezzy, you're like 15 feet from the truck when the sound happens. Now, the truck is between you and...
Okay.
So they don't see you yet, but they heard something. What do you want to do, Nezzy?
Is there anything else around me that I can almost frame this noise on in a way?
There's not a lot down here because it's mostly just tunnels, but there is nearby, there is a couple of barrels of what looks, there's like a pump leading out of these barrels that leads to a nozzle. So there's these large drums and a pump, and that's about the only thing nearby.
Okay, so I'm going to try and kind of hide behind these barrels.
Yeah.
And
so if you're facing the truck, these barrels are to your left. So you duck to the left. Oh, instead of heading towards the truck, you now duck to the left, go behind these barrels.
And kind of put the nozzle on the ground so that they might be able to see it in motion and be like, oh, nozzle fell off. No big deal.
Yeah, when you do that, some liquid in the nozzle leaks out and you smell gasoline.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Fueling. Yeah, sure.
Sallie, you're under the wheel of this truck and you're looking back and you can see Nezzy's legs from under the truck running and ducking behind this barrel, and then like him reaching around, grabbing the nozzle and then flipping it on the floor and hiding behind the barrel. And you hear, well, what the hell is that? One of you go check that out. See what's amiss.
I'm looking for whoever starts walking that direction.
So, Sallie, you're looking at the back of this truck.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wheel to your left, right? You're looking through from behind the back right wheel, whatever. You see a pair of legs in that kind of familiar overalls of like just low-level minion worker starts to cross. He's now crossing past the wheel to your left. And he is making his way over to the barrels where Nezzy is hiding.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm not going to know the answer to this.
You can go real slow.
I'm probably going to try. No. Do I know how loud my voice is when I use the stake?
I don't think this is going to be real quick at all. What are you talking about? How loud is it?
Loud my voice is.
Do I know how
Well,
loud
traditionally, your voice is...
It's quite piercing.
No, we've had a conversation about this. What do you want to do? Why don't you just tell me what you want to happen?
I would like to sneak up behind him and whisper, "There's nothing here. Go back." And
okay.
That's it. So
you want to Ben Kenobi this guy.
Yes.
But you want to do it without the other people working, seeing you do it.
Yes, filling the entire area with a demonic voice, correct.
All
If that's
right,
possible.
you tell me if you think you should do that. now that you've said that out loud. I'm sorry. I should have prefaced that with, real quick, you tell me
Okay.
if you should do that now that you've said it out loud.
Can your demon voice whisper? Is basically what.
Yes.
You want to do it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we play the game.
Boom.
Gail, I really hope this guy fails his charisma check too. You sneak, you're like spider crawling, right? From one tire to the other tire. You can see that the other people are still working. They're moving the crates in. This knight is on the backside. He's like following them in, right? That this other guy is supposed to be going to take care of this. So nobody's paying attention to what he's doing. So you get by the tire and you see this guy. He's about 6 feet away from you. You sneak out. Are you going to do it from the wheel or are you going to like get up on him?
How far away would I be from him?
You're 6 feet from him now.
Okay. No, I think that's probably close. I would probably stand up to kind of get that much closer to not have to pitch my voice any farther.
So you're going to come out from under the truck.
Yes.
Under the trailer of this truck, and you're going to say, I want you to say it. What do you want?
I will say it. I hold the stake and I say,
There's nothing here. It was just the nozzle. Go back.
Your voice comes out. Nezzy, you hear like, there's nothing here. Turn back, and it's scary. And then this guy kind of acts like somebody like goosed him from behind and then turns around and looks Sallie dead in the eyes and says, yeah, you're right. And then he starts walking back towards his workers. It's just that stupid nozzle. It fell off again.
Under the truck.
You sneak back like a goddamn demon in the night. I said, what did you say? He's like, what? No, there's nothing. I didn't say anything. I just said there's nothing out there. It was the nozzle. All right, we'll get back to work. And they start loading. Nezzy, what do you do?
I breathe a sigh of relief and
Did you guys hear that sigh of relief?
oh dear. And I almost have this instinct of like reaching in my bag to like look at Prick and be like, look at that thing we did, and then it strikes me. And I feel verklempt, but I soldier forward.
Okay. What does forward look like for you? You start to go in towards the truck?
Yeah, so now I'm gonna try and join Sallie. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm very careful about my gun and its scraping capabilities.
Okay. You get under the truck with Sallie, and you can see that they are moving these. They're further away from you now, deeper into this kind of warehouse loading dock. They're deeper back with, it looks like they're done taking stuff out of the truck.
Which means the truck will probably drive away soon.
Yeah.
So Nezzy is with me, is that right?
Yeah, you guys are both under the trailer of the truck.
Nezzy.
These people are like 60 feet deep into this warehouse, into this bay, this loading bay.
Okay.
So they're a good distance off.
Nezzy, I don't know what to do. This is Dick's Skirts and Furs. How did we get here?
They must have a second location, right?
I don't know. I'm wondering if it was all that weirdness when we came in the pit. I think it might have been the weirdness when we came in the pit, like that like warping kind of thing that happened. I think that's what happened.
Dick's Skirts and Furs is on the other side of town. What? That doesn't make any sense to me.
But what do we do? I mean, it's hard to go back, but we're here. I mean, I might even be able to get that guy to give us his armor. And maybe that big fork?
Oh, we could potentially sneak on this truck and go wherever it takes if they're about to leave. Or coming back the way we came, everything's a risk.
Everything's a risk. Like if we get on the truck, I don't know where it's going to take us, and it could be just as dangerous as going into Dick's Skirts and Furs. I mean, Dick.
Well,
Dick
now we certainly know how
to.
Of. Now we know a back entrance or exit to Skirts and Furs, but I don't think I want to take on Mr. Dick without Tremolo.
I agree. Okay. So we go back?
I think that's the smart idea. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I look around the warehouse. Is there any sort of rope around?
No.
Okay.
No rope.
I didn't think so, but that's about
No,
all I
it's
can
pretty
think
bare
of.
here.
Or do I see anything that would help me, or help, to be honest, Nezzy, cross the crevasse that is in
yes.
that room?
Yeah.
Oh, like if you went back to the
robot
room.
the room, yeah, the hallway that got you here, would you be able to cross a rope? No. But as you're looking around, you hear one of the guys say, "Okay, we've got everything we need. Hit the signal so the truck goes back." And now somebody is starting to walk towards the truck.
I roll on my back and I say, grab onto the bottom and wrap your feet around the bottom.
The bottom of the truck.
Yeah.
You guys
I give her a look like she's out of her mind. And I try and see if there's a way I could sneak onto the truck into the back.
Okay.
All right. So this guy, he walks up and you hear him open the passenger door of the truck. And you hear some clicking, some buttons and some beeping. And then he slams it. And then he starts walking back into the bay. And the truck comes alive. As he is doing that, Nezzy, what is your move?
If he's now with his back turned, I'm going to board the truck in the back.
In the back of the trailer, like you're gonna hop into or are you gonna get into the truck itself? It's like a semi-truck.
It's a semi-truck. So, but have I seen kind of what's in front? There's just kind of like a robot.
Yeah, there's just like it looked like there was like just a mannequin sitting in the driver's seat. But yeah. There's just a lone figure in the driver's seat that is a robot.
And he's gone in the passenger side to do his clicking buttons. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my instinct of I'm going back where we're in the cargo. Like, I'm not sure if this robot is tracking who's entering or exits, or I'm not familiar enough to feel safe up
Sure.
with it.
So this guy keeps walking, and when you come out the back, you can see that it has a gate that opens and closes, but it's open otherwise. The gate is about 2 feet, so you have to kind of flip over the gate of the truck, kind of like it's not one of those big double doors that semi-trucks usually have.
Yeah.
It's more like the gate of a pickup.
Yeah, kind of like the gate of a pickup truck.
Okay.
Oh, but is it enclosed on all sides?
It is enclosed on all sides.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a loose gate.
Yeah.
So you try to flip into this. I need you to make another check.
Come on, Nezzy.
That is exactly 9.
All right. You slide into the back, and the truck starts to take off. Sallie, you are grabbing your Cape Fear in this shit, and you're hanging on to the bottom of this trailer.
I've done this before.
Is that true?
Yes.
Hell yeah, it is. Yeah, you're going to have to make a little... it goes fast, right?
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine.
So you're going to have to make an athletics check.
Okay, so like strength.
Well, it's the same as strength, right?
Yeah, strength.
Please. 10. My strength is 10.
Your strength is 10.
My strength is 10.
All right. You start riding off down the pit. And while that's happening, Tremolo, you're sitting at this desk while Felina is sleeping off her head wound that she got. And you are hearing over the radio the following speech. You hear them break in. Breaking news. Little Barney, the child whose kidnapping has captured the hearts and minds of Bastion, has been recovered. The child was taken from a marble racing rally by his estranged father, a former sailor turned convict named Nezbit. Shortly thereafter, a portion of the world-renowned Hackway was attacked and demolished by an explosion. Many witnesses spoke of a man fleeing the scene who matches descriptions of the deranged sailor, though it's unclear if it is indeed the same individual. Barney was delivered to his mother, who had previously invested him in the Bank of Wayward Youths, hoping that he would turn out better than his biological father. The bank's founder, Anita Indigo, has come out with a statement saying the following, quote, "We're so relieved that Barney is safe and with his loving family. I feel terrible that this has happened, and will see to it myself that the child has a disciplined upbringing right here at Indigo Ranch. As for the child's father, wherever he is, I only have this to say. Time is running out. End quote. Barney and his family, along with Anita Indigo, will be special guests of honor at the memorial parade for Alderman Oglesby tomorrow, where Miss Indigo is said to be giving a speech. She and the alderman worked tirelessly to build Hackway Heights into the borough it is today. And now the weather. Linda, are we going to be expecting any more eggs out of the sky today? I sure hope not.
Turn that shit off.
Oh my gosh.
Turn that shit
off.
I'm turning it off right now, motherfucker.
What was the thing called that they're going to be at tomorrow?
They're going to be at the memorial parade for Alderman Oglesby tomorrow. The town is basically getting shut down tomorrow for this parade. A seed I planted several episodes ago.
The man who got exploded in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
So proud of your seed.
I'm always proud of my seed.
She's keeping him as a hostage, Nessie.
Okay. That was very interesting. So I think action-wise, Tremolo's not really doing much, but thought-wise, he's sitting there thinking, it's like, oh, well, that's horrible. Barney has been retaken, and they're after Nezzy, and Anita was very bluntly saying we better get our shit together and finish this very quickly. But at the same time, she took Barney in under her wing to make sure that he was taken better care of. It's very kind of her. Let's turn this shit off. Turn the radio off. What time of day is it?
It's the afternoon. I mean, it's almost...
So lunch or closer to
after
dinner?
lunch. Yeah, you guys spend lunch getting crunked.
So closer to dinner now?
I would say it's close to quitting time. It's about 4.
Okay.
3, 4. We'll say 4. You got about an hour before it's head home time.
Do they have... have we interacted with any phones or anything like that?
There are telegraphs and there are phones. They're just not portable phones. So yeah, there are phones. So
does Felina have one in her office that I might be able to reach the front desk to, I'm guessing Adelaide, but I don't know if that's just hiring or if there's a different front desk or... Yeah, that would take you to the front desk and that would take you to Adelaide, yeah. There is a phone in the office. You could reach her, sure. Okay. So Tremolo grabs the phone and it just picks it up and I guess it goes straight to her. Yeah, it clicks on. You all saw something like this when you were at the Union of Structural Preservationists when you first walked in. There was that secretary that was plugging in wires. Oh, right. She had a desk. It's a similar situation here. So it's kind of like its own network within the building. Hello, Adelaide. Yes. This is Trey Trasterson. We met this morning when I got the job with Felina as her new assistant. Yes. I remember quite well. Hello. It was very nice to meet you. I had a grand time talking about the job and such. I was wondering, is there a place around abouts that we are to get food, maybe specifically for this time of day, coffee and a treat? You're looking for the cafeteria. Oh, there's a cafeteria here. Yes. Well, that sounds grand. Yes. How do I get to this cafeteria? What room are you in right now? Oh, I'm in the office. Oh, I'm sorry. Felina's office. I kind of feel like it's my office as well because all we do is stay in here all the time and unless I have to go and do some sort of errand for her. But please stop Felina's talking. Office. Yes. Just stop talking. Exit the office and follow the pink line, and the pink line will take you to the cafeteria. I may have be very unawares of my surroundings, but where could I find this pink line? Is it on the floor, on the left wall, on the floor? Yes. Oh, thank you very much. Have a great day, Adelaide. And she's already hung up. You just hear click and beep. Is there like a blanket or anything there that I could put over Felina to make sure that she's... There is a
shawl hanging up on a mannequin that looks like it's from an exotic land, like maybe a vacation trip. And you see behind it a picture of her on a sunny beach wearing this shawl.
He drapes it over as much as he can. I'll be right back, Felina.
Oh, you kiss your hand and pat her concussed brain.
And he kind of like hot steps it. He's trying to hurry up because I'm guessing it's starting to be apparent with other people that work here that it's getting close to quitting time, right? Like you said. Yeah. So I'm trying to rush down there as quick as I can to the cafeteria.
You go out in the hallway. There's a map on the wall, but on the ground and on the walls are like different colored lines that lead you to different locations. And so you're able to follow that pink line to a cafeteria. There are a lot of different seats, and you see a large man with a hairnet and red hair standing behind a stainless steel counter. He is like putting like buffet food, covering it up, putting it away.
Hello, good sir.
Yes.
Hi, I was wondering where I might be able to get some coffees.
You'd like some coffee, sir?
Yes, 3 small coffees, please.
Of course. Let me get right on it.
And would you happen to have any leafy greens? Yeah, the finest assortment you have, please.
Yeah, I was gonna throw this stuff out, but you can have the rest of this salad.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, that will do grand.
Would you prefer to have this on a tray?
Yes, sure. Thank you.
And you see him starting to stop and doing what he's doing, and he's now serving up some coffees in 3 little cups.
Is there anywhere with just like, normally there's something just set up with kind of like trashy snack food stuff, like, maybe muffins and stuff and things like that? So what you see on the wall, this is what you see. You see on the wall, there's nothing like loose, but there is this grid of glass cases, and each case has like a pie in it or a muffin or a banana, and you have to put like a coin in to open the case to get the treat.
It's an automat.
It is an automat. One of my favorite inventions in the history of the world. I'm obsessed with automats.
Oh, darn it. I'd really love to have one of those treats, but I did not bring any of my money with me today. This is my first time, my first day at my new job here.
And the guy looks up from what he's doing. And he says, "I feel like you're talking to me."
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yes, sir, I am. I'm just trying to figure out everything here. I was hoping to get a little sweet treat to go with a coffee, but I didn't bring any money with me today. I really came quite unprepared for my first day of work, it seems. I had no idea there was a cafeteria.
You said this was your first day?
Yes.
I tell you what. And he takes off a bracelet that has a key, and he tosses it to you, and he says, "Pick one out."
Why, thank you so much, sir. My name is Trey Trayston, and you are?
Maury.
Maury. Well, you are very kind, Maury, and I appreciate it. Which one would you suggest? I am leaning the baked goods side of things.
Well, I'm pretty partial to apple pie.
Yes, so am I. You're a man of good taste. So I go over and use the key.
And it's a little circular key that fits into a slot, and it's like a skeleton key that opens all of these different latches. And you're able to get a little apple pie, toss the key back to Maury, and he's already got your tray with your 3 coffees, your salad, and a little spot for you to set your apple pie.
Maury, thank you so much. You have made my day. I don't know what I would have done without you right now. This is really going to help me get out of a spot with my boss. Thank you.
Well, good luck. And, next time the treat's on you.
Absolutely. I definitely owe you one, Maury. Good day.
Good day.
So I'm guessing there's arrows pointing towards the cafeteria, and then you just go against the arrows to get back. Something like that. So I go in and slide everything into onto the desk, take off the 2 coffees and the pie and leave them there. And then with the tray with the salad and the other coffee, I come back out and I go the way that I went before to the trying to remember what the area was called.
The mechanics bay where you...
Yes, mechanics bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go stop by and give this to Oboe.
Yeah. So you're coming in to give him these punch cards, right? Or no, you're giving him the treats. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the lettuce and the coffee.
Oh, okay. Buttering them up. All right.
Yes.
Okay. I feel you. You move in Oboe, who is a character whose voice I can't remember what I did last time.
He was an old turtle. That's a.
Oh.
Yep, I think that was it, probably.
Was that it? Oh, well, you're here again. Twice in one day. So glad to see you.
Well, how's your day been, Oboe?
Well, it's been all right. If my voice sounds a little funny, it's because I haven't had anything to eat or drink in quite a while.
Well, I pulled the tray from behind my back. Look what I found. Not found, I mean, I went and got it and I brought it to you. It's not like I just found this laying around somewhere. It's fresh. Here.
Oh, well, what a pleasant person. And he takes the tray and you see him just like taking this big piece of romaine lettuce, slowly putting it in its mouth. And it just kind of sets in this basin in his bottom jaw. And it never leaves. It just sits in there. And you can kind of tell that like there's like this dark rot in there from where like other leaves have just sat in his mouth
forever.
And as he's munching it, he's like, very delicious, quite nutritious. And then I don't know why I did that. Over his shoulder, you see a truck come in to the mechanics bay, and
a person is attached to this.
There's clearly a person's fur coat, or what did Gail, what does Sallie wear? What's her jacket?
It isn't fur. I think it is fur lined though, like on the inside.
Fur lined.
Here in the winter. But it's just a big black coat.
Yeah. You see like this roughed up black coat dragging underneath. And then when it parks, I imagine, Sallie, you just let go.
Plop down.
Yes.
Thud.
Oh,
God. I'm quiet about it.
Sure.
Quiet. I'm actually pretty stiff, so it's really actually hard to let go. Like it takes
you
some
hear
force.
Like you Tremolo, you can hear the jangle of her mechanical parts bag like smacking the floor. And Nezzy, what do? You're inside a mechanics bay right now.
How long have I been in here? Like, how long of a trip was this?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It was really quick.
Yeah. Is it totally dark in here?
No. It's a mechanics bay. Like there's people.
No, I was saying in the truck.
In the trunk? No. Now that you've moved in, because that back is open, the light is shining through the back of it. Yeah.
Got it.
So it's a little dim. There's a couple of
Yeah. So I'm weirdly kind of like gonna pop my head out if I don't see anyone and try and slink my way out of the back of this truck.
So Tremolo, you're looking and you see this body fall from the ground. And then you see like Nezzy's head peek out the back of the truck. What are you doing?
Well, Oboe, I went to get myself a bit of a treat and thought...
Hold on just a second. I need to see which truck just came into the bay so I can mark it on my paper. I'm going to slowly turn my head to the right.
Well, you just... It's... can I see? Is there a number? Is that what he's looking for? Is there a number on the truck or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I can see that number?
Yeah, you can see the number.
Plain as day? Okay. Yeah. I look at the number as quick as I can.
Yeah.
What's the number?
77.
Oh, it's 77. I see it right there. There's no reason for you to look, Oboe. It's absolutely fine. 77.
Well, I need to mark it on my sheet, which is on the other side. I need to turn ever so slowly to my
Tremolo
left.
runs over, grabs it, picks it up. Right here, 77. Right here. Here's your pen.
Oh. I thought you were Felina Robertson's assistant. Look at me, king for a day.
Oh, no. I'm really, really excited to learn more about the whole operation.
I really want to be a handy go-between to really know what's going on, so that I could tell when we talked earlier, Oboe, that you felt a little overlooked, and that maybe you might be a good person to know where things should be adjusted here or there, so everything would move a little more smoothly here. So I wanted to chat with you a bit about how things run and how we might be able to grease the wheels around here and make everything run a little better. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think that sounds great. Let me show you around the mechanics bay real quick. As quick as I can. And he starts to stand up and he's like, I'm going to gesture through this glass window to the mechanics bay and let you know everything about it ever so slowly.
Have I given them enough time to do whatever they're doing? So
Nezzy, you peek your head out and you can see there's 3 mechanics sitting at a table playing cards. They're in the middle of a hand.
What are people wearing in this place? Are they all wearing like uniforms?
Yeah, mechanical overalls.
Yeah. So the fact that I'm here could really stick out.
Born to be Wild? Yeah. Born to be Wild is here.
Okay.
That's right. For those of you listening at home, he has on a colorful top hat and a coat with gold glitter letters that say Born to be Wild.
Yeah.
And I think a scarf that Tremolo put on you.
Yes.
To cover up your neck tattoo.
Yes.
Right. So I'm going to try and definitely find a suitable place to hide until things kind of clear out a bit.
Okay. There's a bathroom.
Yeah,
just
we're going to go to the bathroom. Yeah.
You're going to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, we're going to jet into there.
While this is happening, Sallie, what are you doing?
I guess I also see 3 people playing cards. Are we parked in like a row of trucks?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to just roll underneath the trucks. Towards the bathroom.
You're like rolling under the trucks in between.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. So Tremolo Oboe turns and he says, "Here is..."
Oh my God, I just see Sallie roll between 2 trucks.
Here we have the trucks. We have the place where the men play cards. There's where all the tools are.
What I'm more interested in the ceiling here. There is so many odd things going on with this ceiling. How high is that?
And he looks up.
Approximately.
He looks up. Let me give you my best estimate.
Now take your time, Oboe. I don't want you to get it wrong. This is important for my notes.
Yeah, he's looking and he goes, well, I'm 2.5 feet. If I stack me on top of me, that's 5 feet.
I really would have thought that you were a good 3 feet. Good fellow.
Well, if I stacked me on top of me at 3 feet, that'd be 6 feet. So I guess that's got to be 14 feet if I was 3 feet.
But what if you're not?
Well, now hang on.
So while he's doing that, I look down to see Sallie doing some roll.
Yeah. The fact that I did see Tremolo there, it's still kind of blowing my mind.
Yeah, you saw Tremolo. Well, you saw a purple.
Oh, you're right.
You saw a purple lizard.
But I am wearing the same stuff.
He's wearing the same clothes.
That guy could be Tremolo's brother, like his purple brother.
Yeah.
I guess right now I just look like a wet version of Tremolo, really. It's just kind of soggy.
Yeah, he says, oh, and there's also a bathroom. I'll take you there.
Oh, why, thank you.
If you ever need to use it.
We really need to crack this ceiling thing, Oboe. You gave me an estimation. Now I need some hard facts.
Well, hang on. Let me go to the mechanics and we'll get a tape measure.
Oh, no. You don't have a tape measure up here. Is there any paperwork up here with your things that says anything about ceiling depth?
Oh, there might be some plans, some schematics. Some floor plans?
Yes.
Let me look through this drawer for a while.
That sounds like a great idea. Now, while you're doing that, I do have a question for you.
I mean, how many? I'm kind of working on a real big one right now that seems really important.
Oh, yes. You can fiddle with that as I ask you this, I'm sure. I was wondering, what happens? I know about the punch cards and how you use the radio to get the cars to the correct place with the punch card and the radio.
Yes.
What happens when they're at their location? Do you have to have the outgoing punch card as well? Or how does that work exactly?
Well, if the truck is making multiple stops, it will go on to the next stop, but the people who are unloading the truck have to put in the signal.
Oh, so they have
that they're
a punch
finished
card
with
of their own.
No, it's just a button they have to press.
And they will come. They'll either come back or
go to the
it is
next
already
destination.
Go to the next destination. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. Did you find those schematics? Very
did
important.
not.
Lean over and look.
Where are you looking? You're looking out the window like, where the fuck are they?
I don't see any movement for a minute. What's Sallie up to?
What is Sallie doing?
Am I there?
Like, yeah, you're like
five trucks.
You're 5 trucks down, and all that's left is the wall of the bay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak into the bathroom. Or actually, I'm gonna listen at the bathroom first. And listen to make sure I don't hear like water running or tinkling, and then.
David, is the water? Are you using the bathroom while you're hiding in it?
Or was he already in there? I don't know.
So is this a bathroom that has like different stalls?
No, it's just one. It's just one.
Okay.
One toilet.
Yeah. Once I'm in there, I'm gonna grab my tarot cards and try and like find the one that I should have seen to let me know that I was gonna run into Tremolo like this, because this is crazy.
Yeah. So Gail, all you hear is like the shuffling of cards and stuff, and like, which one is it?
Oh, that's gotta be Nezzy. Okay, I sneak in.
All right, Tremolo, you can see Sallie going into the same bathroom that Nezzy went into, and now they're both in the bathroom.
Okay. All right. Oboe, thank you so much for looking for that. Don't you worry. I'll ask Felina. I'm sure she'll have the paperwork handy. You're a good man for doing that. I did have another question, though, for you. If you have a moment, please sip your coffee I brought.
And he takes the coffee, and you see this romaine lettuce sitting in the bottom of his mouth, and it just becomes this coffee and romaine lettuce soup. Good coffee.
So, I know that this is the mechanics bay, which you work on the trucks here and you send the trucks out. Is there any other wings of the facility that work on other mechanical things? I know they're the automatons that drive the trucks and such. So are there other mechanics of different types?
Oh, yes, of course.
Please speak to me about them.
All of them in detail?
All of them?
Let me count the ways. He says, oh, yeah, there's a lot of different dynamic structures throughout Hackway Heights. So we have mechanics who work on robots, the lighting grid, that's us. Almost anything technological in this city has somebody who works on it.
I knew that you all worked on all of those things, but I never thought it would all be in one building. Wow, I wonder how much Felina will have me working with everyone in all of those locations.
Well, that's a question for Felina.
Absolutely.
All this food makes me want to use the restroom.
I don't think so, Oboe. You've wasted much too much time talking to me now. You should get back to work. It's almost quitting time anyhow.
Okay.
I do. I should, though, do some business myself.
Wait, so you have
I'm going to be working very late tonight.
Oh my
God. If you don't mind, I think I will. I see it down the window there.
I should take you there.
Oh, no need.
Let's make a charisma check, my man.
Is that 3d6
after all? And you're trying to get under your charisma score.
My charisma is 10, and I rolled an 11.
No, I have to come with you.
Oh.
There's a lot of... the mechanics are very messy, and they leave some of their tools and things. I would hate for you to trip and fall and hurt yourself. It's a very dangerous place here.
Very well. That makes perfect sense. I'm sorry that I tried to be a little pushy there, Oboe.
Also, I did say I needed to go to the bathroom, and I think I've decided that after you're done, I'm definitely going to go.
Okay, so I have to follow behind you? I'm not able to race forward? Would that...
No, you definitely have to follow behind me.
Okay. I'm just mockery to mockery here, Oboe. There's a trickle.
And he looks down at this like puddle of red wine that's forming.
There's been a trickle the whole time.
He's like, "You've done piddled yourself."
Felina loves to drink wine, and she doesn't like to drink alone. It's the hardest part of my job.
Well, can I go before you then, before you make a mess in the bathroom?
I don't think we want to have the mess out here.
Fine. But I'll be waiting.
Thought we would spend half an episode on the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. We have so much to do, so much to see.
Bathroom.
We're going to do this bathroom sequence. And he says, go, God, fuck it. Just...
God, fuck it.
God. I'm really sorry, Oboe. I can tell you. Really
I'll be honest, you've been
Your
done.
personality has changed a bit. You're quite prickly when you have to poop.
You've done nothing but badger me since you've been in here.
You came in to butter him up, and now
At
first it was all green leaves and coffee, and then it was, how tall is that? You're not as tall as you think you are.
Oh, I meant that as a compliment. I'm sorry.
Now you've made a mess all over this. I should get a janitor to clean up your piddles.
I've already closed the door, and he's still bitch.
That didn't go the way I wanted it to. And you're like making your way down there, squeeze, as you shuffle down the bay. And as you're doing so, he is slowly moving across his office towards the door. You slide up to the bathroom door, and you do what?
I go in. If it's not locked, I just open the door and go in.
Sallie.
Because I saw.
I would have locked it.
It's locked.
Okay.
Tick, 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 tick. You guys hear somebody shuffling with the door handle. They're futzing with the door handle outside, and Nezzy, you've got it locked, Sallie, and you are locked in this bathroom.
Occupado.
Yes, I know that it is occupied by two people. Two people I would very much like to speak with.
I unlocked the door.
What in the...
Tremolo. Out of all places this van could have taken us, it takes us to you. This is a date of destiny. It lets us know that we're on the path that we're intended.
Oh my God. What are you doing? What happened?
Why
were you on a truck?
We found the pit.
Yeah. We were at Dick Skirtsenfurs in the pit.
Oh, well, that's good.
But I broke my pitchfork, so I didn't have anything to attack them with, and we didn't have your bombs, and there were lots of people and a guy with some armor. Anyway,
you weren't always purple. What happened to you?
Yeah,
that is horrible. Okay,
and you can smell like booze on Tremolo. He smells like wine.
Yes, quite a bit. Now, we don't have any time for any questions because there's a turtle with a large poo ready to come right here into this room. Squeeze me dry, both of you, as quickly as you can. It's going to make a horrible mess, and I don't care. Squeeze me dry.
Okay.
Or what do we have to roll to squeeze him?
Yeah.
He is allowing you to squeeze him, so there's no check necessary for you all to wring him dry.
An uncontested squeeze.
An uncontested squeeze. You guys are just wringing him as much as possible. It's kind of grotesque the way you guys are just contorting his body, and there's just wine splashing all over this bathroom.
Are there paper towels or
do not clean it up.
Yeah,
let it be what it is.
I get really uncomfortable squeezing around his groin area, even though that doesn't make any sense.
Get that spot really good, Nezzy. Yes.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So there's a mess, and he kicks at it so that it's going under the door, coming out from under the door.
Pushing your red wine drippings under the door so it's trailing out.
Yes. Now, you two sit still and don't make any noise until I come back. Got it? Okay. I come out of the door. Oboe, stop where you're at. You can't come in here. It's freaking horrible.
He's at the end of this row of 5 doors, and he's holding his butt
No. I slam the door, and I how far away are those other guys? I want to talk to them, but I don't know if that's how feasible.
So it's on the other side of this mechanics bay. You're at the at the exact opposite of it.
And it's a large space because there's several trucks.
Yeah, 5 trucks.
Okay, so it's just them, me, and Oboe.
Yeah, and Sallie and Nezzy. Yeah.
And Oboe is still upstairs, basically, right?
He is on the floor, but he is 5 trucks away from you.
Oboe, is there a lock or something, a chain and a lock that I could put around this door? No one needs to go in there until I'm able to get the janitor in here. I'm sorry, you are right. It's a horrible mess, and it cannot be touched. The good thing is, I'm going to bring you with me to the personal bathroom of Felina. It is amazing, immaculate. And you're going to have the best passage of your life.
And he goes, is it a bad mess?
Well, once you get to the door, you'd be able to see for yourself. It is not contained in the room, good sir.
And he points, there's a yellow placard that says cleaning wet floor, one of those kind of deals. Mm-hmm. He says, let's get this. And he slowly lifts his left hand from his bottom and starts to reach out, and then you see this fuzzball drop out from his shell.
No. Both of us. He is doing his normal reaction, but I'm doing a slow-mo reaction. No.
You see this little tuft of cotton go. And
I grab the thing.
You grab
Thank
it.
you very much. And I run over, and I don't put it in front of the door. I hang it on the door knob.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you turn around after hanging it up, Oboe is on his hands and knees, pushing this tuft of fabric under one of the trucks. Don't tell anyone.
Your secret is safe with me. Let's go. Okay. So I'm going to take him upstairs. I don't know where her bathroom is at. I don't know if she has a personal bathroom. We just have to get to a bathroom that's upstairs in a location that he's not normally, I guess, I would imagine, not welcome in,
All right.
So that's what I'm doing with him as quickly as I possibly can with an old ass turtle.
You're running and finding a bathroom. Roll a d6.
1d6.
Yeah, please.
3.
Okay. You're able to find a bathroom, and pretty quickly. It's just a random employee bathroom. Mm-hmm. And he's several steps behind you. And he says, I think I'm kind of done. Hey everybody, before we get to the rest of this episode, I just wanted to take a minute to ask for your support. Gail and I really love making this podcast, and we really love playing with our friends and telling stories and all the stuff that we've been doing on YouTube. And if you're listening at home and thinking you'd like to give us a little token of appreciation, you absolutely can. Just open up another tab and go to patreon.com/getoutofdepth, and you can lend us a hand monetarily. We're trying to make our content here better while paying any artists that we have involved. Any money made from the Patreon, it goes back into the production of content like this show. So if you head over to patreon.com/getoutofdepth, you can help us make all of this stuff better. And we don't have much to offer other than the product you're listening to now and our eternal gratitude, but who knows, as support for our content grows, so shall our capacity to reward those who've given us a hand. And you can be a part of that by going to patreon.com/getoutofdepth and signing up for any tier that you feel comfortable with. Thank you all so much for listening this far. Holy shit. And now that we've gotten all of this stuff out of the way, let's get back to the rest of the episode. This has kind of been the worst afternoon I've ever had. I'm going to go think about life decisions for a while. And then he walks away from you
just stand there exhausted for a minute, just like hanging down, just like rethinking everything. Like, fuck. How the fuck? Like, where I gotta recalibrate. Like, what the fuck? So, my friends are locked in a toilet. The turtle I was trying to win over, I've pushed so far away I may never bring that relationship back. And Felina, oh yes, Felina is in her office with our coffees, passed out. That is where I need to go now. So he starts to trot down to Felina's office.
Cut back to Sallie and Nezzy. It's been 5 minutes. You guys are still locked in this bathroom. You hear somebody like walking down the hall. What the? Oh, you guys. Hey, I think Oboe like left a mess here under the truck. Oh. Ew.
Oh.
And then they're like, and he's like, I'm going to go get some towels from the bathroom. And then he starts walking and he goes, what's happened to the bathroom? Out of order. What is this on the floor? This is gross. And then he starts stomping back. You guys see this shit? What are you guys doing?
Being as quiet as possible.
I don't think we can indefinitely live in this bathroom, Sallie.
I don't really want to either. Are you done with your tarot cards?
I do think I found the card. Yeah. If I did another reading, I'm sure it would have popped up.
I know what card it would be.
What would it be?
It would be the Fool.
The Fool. Right.
Dancing off a cliff. Yep. That would be the card.
You hear the guy say, you know what? Forget this. We're closing up early. And they, you can hear them starting to pack up. And he's like, that's what I'm talking about. All the trucks are in. Let's get out of here. Let's let the janitors clean that up.
We should mess this bathroom up more often. And Oboe thinks, I'm so glad Tremolo did that.
Yeah, right.
I'm checking.
Make sure to thank Oboe for making such a terrible mess tomorrow.
Oboe, can you do that again? Only this time do it in the bathroom, not under the trucks.
Yeah, you hear another guy say, we should take turns doing that. Like, maybe next week I make a little mess.
No, Oscar.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, I could do it, then you could do it, and then maybe we could do it together. And then you hear them, the door close, and they're out. They're gone.
Okay, let's go. All right, sneak out.
Yep. Make a dex check.
Really?
Yeah, both of you.
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you.
Both of them?
Yep.
7.
12.
And I'm pretty sure that is traditionally larger than your score of 9.
In the standard sense, yeah.
You slip and fall in the wine. You get wine all over yourself.
My born to be wild jacket.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's kind of funny that we're reacting to it's all just like wine that's been filtered through like a rag.
Yes.
It's just been heavily decanted through felt and anyways.
Stains though really ruins my decor here.
Well, no, we can get it out. Let's go.
All right.
And then getting to
now you just realize you're in a building that you have no idea where the fuck you are.
Yeah,
but no one's around, right?
Yeah, they're all gone. The lights are getting shut off.
Okay. So
Trey, Trayston.
It's Trey Trayston.
I want to scope out everything that I can right now to see if I can find like what doors there are, like what entrances and exits, and that's what Sallie would do.
Poke my head into the truck that we were driving in and timidly look at this like mannequin looking thing that
it's like a tan almost mannequin looking creature that has these mechanical joints where like its elbow and its wrists are, and it's sitting there and it has this like it has 2 white circles where its eyes are and this kind of tanned helmet head and then like a big painted on smile,
but it's clearly like off right now.
It's just sitting there.
It's just sitting there. Yeah.
Is it off? Is it on?
Yeah.
Is it just being still?
Is it safe?
Yeah, I'm gonna take out like my rifle. I'm just gonna poke it.
It moves a little bit from you poking it, but it doesn't do anything.
See something new every hour, it seems. Huh.
All right, Nezzy. There's like an office area up here on the stairs, and then there's exits to the back to the pit, and then there's like something that goes out to a hallway, and it's got a bunch of colored lines on it. I think we could probably figure out how to get out of here, but I don't know that we wouldn't get caught. But I do think it's about quitting time from what they said, so we might be able to sneak out. Or something.
Aren't we exactly where we want to be? We're right here. We're right in striking distance of where Mr. Dick is. We're all three together. I mean,
I guess you're right.
Tomorrow, what do? Are we just trying to sneak back into right where we are? This kind of seems like potentially the perfect time to strike.
Right. I mean, as long as he's there. But yeah, all right.
I mean, I think we just need to find Tremolo. But
okay,
this seems to be exactly the path we were intended to take. And I am not going to look at destiny in the face and say tomorrow.
Okay. All right, let's do this. I'm going to go look at all that stuff in the office. I'm going to see if I can figure out how this stuff works. And Sallie is like a little like freaked out.
Yeah. Am I about to die today?
Yeah, I'm on this is I guess the day I'm going to die. I only got to sleep in a nice rich bed once.
We only got that nice bed one time.
One day.
Oh, you're thinking of Finney's
high off of his Nezzy's high off of his tarot cards reading. It's like it's fate.
Yep.
Destiny.
Tremolo, you get to Felina's office and she's up and is just like perfectly okay. She's like, "Oh, hey, Tremolo."
Is she partaking?
Sorry, Gail. Keep me honest. Trey. Trey Tristan.
She partaking of the coffee and pie?
Yeah, she is. She's like, "This pie is delicious."
Hey, Felina, I'm so glad to see that you're up and enjoying the treats. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great. I apologize. Sometimes the wine goes a little bit to my head, and I think that it's important that we continue to have a very professional relationship. I've been under a lot of stress lately, and I think I put you in an uncomfortable position, and I don't want to take advantage of that position, and I apologize. Also, there is a contract on this desk that says nothing bad happened in the last 12 hours, and I need you to just sign that, just a little something to, just make sure that we're moving forward on the right page.
Absolutely. Felina, you don't have to worry about any of it. It was not a mistake. It was what it was. And it is, it's not a big deal. It's not a small deal. It's just a deal.
Your words. Your words.
Sign it.
But this contract says it never happened, is the point.
Yes, and if it happens again,
it won't happen again.
Never happened.
That's right.
Again. What is important is that you feel good.
I do feel very well, and I would feel much better if you pick up that pen, scribble Trey Tristan on there real quick.
I have. Sorry. I know I was talking in the middle of it.
Well, I saw that talent in you that very first day. I believe it was yesterday morning that I just knew, yesterday afternoon, that I knew that you were a talent. Let's not get caught up in all that, though. I can feel my passion burning brighter again now that I've had a bit of this small coffee and apple pie.
May I ask? I took a coffee to Oboe in the mechanics bay.
Why would you do that?
Well,
it makes him run quick.
Oh, I not even thought of that before.
Yes.
I was simply trying to make a kind gesture because he made, there can be some strange power dynamics when you're in a new position. And Oboe really helped smooth things out there in the mechanics bay earlier. So I wanted to give a little thank you to him. But I noticed that it was close to their end of day. And I wondered what your end of day is and my end of day.
Oh,
Not that it has to be now, but just...
Well, at 5 o'clock, you're free to go and be you, and I will see you in the morrow.
Well, thank you. What will you be doing?
I am probably going to go home and take a long bath. Going to read a book.
I didn't mean personally. The way you speak of your job, I intuited that you might be an all-nighter, and that if you needed any help, that you could always count on me. That's all I was trying to get to. But you take that bath because you deserve it.
Yes, I'm not going to be here all night. I am going to go take a bath. Thank you.
Great.
You know, my head's a little woozy. I think I'm going to cut out early today. Maybe you should too.
Absolutely. Yes, I'll just clean our mess up here, and I'll cut right out.
Yes. After you clean up that mess, you can go home. See how I delegated that to you? I feel better already.
I have one question, Felina. Will tomorrow be much of the same? Or I noticed that really we only had one job today, but again, speaking with Oboe, I realized all of a sudden that this facility runs basically all the mechanics of the whole Hackway.
My job is complicated. I invent this stuff.
Yes.
So they leave me alone to this room to create. And not everybody can understand exactly what it is I'm doing. So I have to do things like the punch cards. I don't trust them with this information. Their brains are small. I know. I've measured them. All of them.
Very insightful.
So this is my space that they give me so that I can create. And every once in a while, I need to let loose with a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc, or maybe a Merlot, or maybe a Beaujolais.
Oh, rosé?
Or rosé. That sounds great. That'll be tomorrow's wine, and I'll see you tomorrow. I have a headache. And she turns around and leaves. Make sure this is clean when I get back so that I can focus.
Absolutely.
Love you, but in a very platonic work-related way. And she leaves.
Tremolo will not be suing for sexual harassment in this podcast. Not yet, anyway. It's another adventure for another season.
So he rushes around.
Law and Order Hackway Heights edition.
He rushes around and, tosses stuff in the bin and cleans all of his drippiness, his wine drippies.
Yeah.
Puts the scarf back where it's supposed to go as best he can.
Yeah.
Flinging it up on the thing.
Yeah, you put the shawl back on the mannequin.
I think there was something else that we used for kind of like a pillow or something that, just put it all back the way that it was, situate her desk. And again, while I'm situating things, he will be looking for, I want to understand more about how the automatons work.
Are you specifically wanting the ones that drive the truck?
No, the free floating automatons that we
met the ones downstairs.
Earlier.
Yeah. The ones under the dynamo.
Right. I'd like to understand how those work.
Roll a d6.
Okay. 1d6. 1.
You don't find anything.
If I list other things I'm looking for,
no.
Just do this all day.
No. It doesn't look like there's a lot of information here.
So he straightened up everything, and he goes to head back to the mechanics bay where they are all at.
You slip in, and it's like you see Sallie at that desk where Oboe's at, and it's like a caveman, just like, how does it work? How does it work? I don't understand this stuff.
No, I've been more like rifling through drawers and stuff, looking for instruction manuals and stuff. Yeah.
Like, Sallie, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm looking for an instruction manual.
What's Nezzy doing?
What is Nezzy doing?
I'm still poking around the tarot deck, trying to understand.
You see Nezzy. Nezzy is in the passenger seat of one of these trucks with a robot, and he's like laying the cards down on the dashboard, and he's like talking to the robot about like what these cards mean.
Yeah, Robot's becoming my new prick. I need someone inanimate to talk to.
Nezbit! What in the world?
I think he's lost it. I think we should just keep our voices down, Tremolo.
Tremolo, you should know that prick is gone, okay?
So, what part of just hang out in the bathroom did you not... Don't leave the bathroom, did you not understand?
What part of prick is gone turns you into a sociopath that doesn't even care?
Oh my god.
He has a point, Tremolo, and everybody's gone, okay?
So you're talking about the pokey thing that you kept in your sack, and now it has left you.
That you jabbed into my wound.
I'm truly sorry that you are brokenhearted, but when I tried to use it, you didn't like that either. So I don't really understand that whole thing of what it is.
You don't understand friendship? He's my oldest friend, and I had to give him up for us to be right here, okay?
What I need the two of you to understand is I've worked very hard today to build relationships and make these frickin' punch cards, he pulls them out, so that we can travel, use these things to travel wherever we want, and take care of Mr. Dick.
That's the missing piece, Tremolo!
Exactly.
You found the missing piece!
Let's just go! That's what I was trying to figure out here. You already got it. Let's go.
We
can go to Mr. Dick right now. If you know how to get one of these trucks to Skirts and Furs, we can get the drop on him. It's nighttime. We can potentially sneak up on him and get the drop on him before he has any type of inkling that we're on our way.
So we sneak in to the back door in the bottom that we were talking about.
That's right.
Yes.
And what's behind the door?
Dick's Skirts and Furs.
A lot of hellfire and death that we're going to rain down upon.
Absolutely. So we sneak down there very nicely. We sneak in the door, open the door to hellfire and death. It hits us in the face. And then what?
Then we get out. Every day.
We have a way out.
We can go back the way we came. You know, we've seen the map. We understand that there's other ways out down there. But every day that we are planning this adventure is another day that Barney's in trouble. I got to get back to my boy. And this just seems too perfect of an opportunity.
He's okay.
What do you mean?
Just intuition. I think Barney is pretty much where he's going to be for a while. And there's no reason to worry about that.
Tremolo, I've known you long enough to know that you're a terrible liar. What are you getting at?
Wait, I would really rather talk about it later. Right now, you're both putting this part of the plan in jeopardy. You're not supposed to be here in any way, shape, or form. If you are seen, everyone is looking for you, Desi. And
I have a top hat and a scarf, okay? And I know Trey Trayston. I got a reason to be here.
You two are very unreasonable. You're very unreasonable.
I love that Tremolo has spent like 9 hours doing a job, and he's like, "This is my work. You guys just can't come here. This is my job."
You can't blow up my shit.
I know Nezzy and Sallie are also completely like what is the problem?
They're both looking at him like, when did you become a fucking square, man? Like, what is this?
What happened?
Are you telling me that you're with the man now?
Like, what the shit is you care about your job? What is this?
It's perfect because it goes directly from the last episode.
Everyone cool your jets.
Man, we've come a long way from everyone cool your jets. What is this?
Well, he was pressed up against it at that moment, and now he's not. But yeah, the two of you are just like blazing through. Where are we going? Bam, 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 bam.
Hellfire and brimstone.
Ended up right where Tremolo's like, I'm orchestrating something beautifully.
Oh man!
Okay.
This was always leading to hellfire.
Nezzy, how strong do you want this to happen now?
Oh, Nezzy feels like this is destiny. He's like, the fact that this truck pulled up to right here, right now, when all that we were missing was Tremolo to help us in this assassination attempt. Like, Nezzy doesn't understand why we'd wait another day.
Sallie, how bad do you want to do this now?
Not bad. Honestly, I get along okay with Diggy. I mean, he's an ass, but I never had anything against him. Okay. My boys wanted to kill him. I wanted to protect my boys. I'm worried about Barney, especially Tremolo is acting weird, and I want to sleep in that bed one more time, honestly. But I think Nezzy's right. This is our chance, especially because Tremolo not only shows up exactly where we need him to be, but he also shows up with the cards that we need him to have. I don't have a weapon, though. I just have this thing that I can control people with, so I'm feeling a little naked.
Do you want to say that out loud to them? Do you say that out loud?
I say that out loud. All of it. And she just goes on a soliloquy.
Yeah.
Because while you two are at each other.
It looks like Nezzy is on one side, Tremolo is on the other side, and you were kind of in the middle.
Yes.
And it sounds like you just talked yourself into Nezzy's side.
Do you say something about this pitchfork to us?
The pitchfork's broken. You were there when it broke.
Yeah, the pitchfork's broken.
No,
you saw that.
I know. I just wasn't sure if you were verbalizing this right now.
Yes, she said it all.
Yeah, I verbalized it all. I was just...
She's just got a bloody
I really
steak.
don't even want to do this.
Sallie, I've been through a lot of scrapes, but if you need something, I want you to have my hook, okay?
But that's your hook. Your hook.
And you'll be right by my side, okay? Right now, we're a team. You're an extension of me. I got this alien doohickey that I figured out to use. And if you need something to slash with, this cuts like butter.
Okay. All right. Take the hook.
I can see that you've both been through a lot. And you're both very hopped up on some sort of success. Sounds like you've gone through some scrapes and you've made it through and you feel like you're high on life. And that nothing can stop you now.
Sounds like you're high on responsibility and staining your fur here.
I'd just like to point out that me having the punch cards and being in this location is not fate. It is part of the plan in which we plan to do, and I execute it. My part.
So we hopped
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
We hopped on
and we
a truck.
did our part of the plan. Why are you angry at us?
I am not angry about that.
Tremolo, listen. We hopped on a truck. We didn't know where it was going. It was automated. Yes. It came right here. And who is the only person that saw us? It opened it opened in the same room that you were at. And there was a room of people. The only people anyone could have seen me got out of the truck. But I met your eye immediately. You're telling me that is just a coincidental act.
No, it is how this technology works actually here. That all of those trucks, and I would talk to you about this tonight in our creepy ass mansion that we're staying in, is how I expected this to go down, but here we are, and I can just point at the machine and you can see it with your own eyes, and those things there, they always come back here, Nezzy. Yes.
But you just happen to be right here right now.
Any
out of everywhere in this massive place, you were right here. Tremolo, can't you see that if we wait until tomorrow, something bad is going to happen? This is a path that we've been set on. Why are we here right now together instead of meeting back up at the mansion later tonight?
Because you two went wild, hooting and hollering everywhere, doing whatever you could, and you ended up here. I have no idea.
We've been quite sneaky.
Oh, okay. Well, you said something about your pitchfork being broken, and you can read minds or control minds, and you both are very energetic. He's rifling through tarot cards like they're a drug.
Okay, so yes, Nezzy,
they're not a drug. It's the most practical thing I carry.
Nezzy, I need you to breathe out. I need you to breathe everything inside out really hard. Okay. Now, Tremolo, I need you to tell the truth. What is it you're not telling us?
I don't know exactly what I'm not telling you. I know that I believe we have more to figure out before we just jump into a hole with a shark in it.
So what is it that you think we need to figure out?
What is one more day going to do?
This place is full of crazy technologies that we don't have any grasp on, really. And I'm working with the genius that creates them. So we have a few steps of our plan ready to go now. But
yes.
we could possibly have an army of robots on our side if we can figure out how to control them. I'm sure there are things here that we could use to help us.
Every day my name isn't clear is a day that Barney's in more and more trouble. That's the point that you're not getting, Tremolo. Is Barney is in trouble.
Yes, but if we all die, he's going to stay in trouble for the rest of his life, Nessie.
I need to clear my name yesterday for my boy. I really do. And I heard something on the radio a couple days ago. There's some sort of Oboe thing that's going on tomorrow. City's going to be shut down. We don't even. Mr. Dick's probably going to be there tomorrow. I don't even think we can make this happen tomorrow. Tonight might be our best opportunity.
That is something very close to a good idea, Nessie, and that I'm very excited about. I heard of this parade as well. Now, if you take it another step, if we confirm that he is at the parade, that means he is not in his office, and we can set everything up while he's not there.
What do you want to set up?
I don't know. I haven't had time to think it out. You just hit me in the face with your presence. And I had to have you help me mess myself in our company bathroom.
It wasn't that hard.
To make everyone hate me here in the... Really makes it look bad. I'm supposed to be a higher
Is this your life now? You seem a little high on this job, Tremolo, if I'm being honest.
It does feel very, very nice to be...
All right.
To be appreciated.
Sallie,
Mm-hmm.
Nezbit, how willing are you to walk away from him right now and go do this?
To walk away from Tremolo to go to Dick's?
Yeah.
Not. He's kind of convinced me.
Okay.
I like the idea of an army of robots.
Nezzy knows that if he goes alone, he's going to die, I think. But if he has someone else willing to go with him, he'd go.
Nezzy. I hear what Tremolo's saying, and I hear what you're saying, but I have to say the card that you keep waving around right now, it says the Fool on it. And I don't know exactly what that means, but I really don't want to be a fool about this. And I think we could do one more day.
You think one more day we're going to be able to program a robot army?
I don't know about a robot army.
One more day.
I don't know. He's already got it so we can program the trucks today. I thought that was going to be in weeks, man.
Did you hear what I accomplished in one day?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I sacrificed in one day?
It was a lot.
Thing that lived in your sack, yes.
No, Tremolo. No.
Don't talk about Brick like that. Don't you dare.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
That's strike two, Tremolo. Stop.
I gave up something that meant something to me, and it damn well better mean something.
It does mean something, Nezzy. We discovered a lot. We discovered a lot. All right, we'll be able to do this, okay?
Well, at the very least tonight, I need to stop by the shop and just make sure Barney's safe.
Okay.
That's not necessary, Nezzy.
How do you figure?
Did you stop by? Did you know where he left Barney? Did you tell him?
No. Oh, it was in the news. They found Barney, and he is safe.
Nothing that they've been saying on that news is true. How do you know he's safe? What did they say?
Well, they talked about how happy your wife and, I don't know, her husband or something are to know that he's safe and everything. But I know that the two of you don't fully trust Anita, but I had spoken with Anita about the conditions that Barney was being kept in, and she has him at the ranch with her.
Oh.
I go and I put my arms around Nezzy. I'm just like squeezing him.
She obviously cares for these children.
How is that obvious? You saw how they were treating Barney there.
She doesn't
having Barney with Anita, that sounds like a threat to me.
She took what I said to heart, and she's taking care of him. Not just for me, but for us.
Barney was being taken care of. She made it her mission to make sure that she had control over him. You pet horses with Anita. You sing her some songs, but what do I have to do to trust her? She told me I was a terrible father. She made it seem like I didn't have a pathway to be his father. I'm trapped in this scenario. Where's the pathway to me being happy?
That's what I'm trying to say here, Nezzy, is I trust you very much, but I've never seen you so emotional and just ready to go out on a limb. and this is a very shaky limb that you want to go out on and take all of us and put Barney's welfare. His welfare is in the balance. This was something I wanted to talk about in our hideout, but I got these punch cards. I got one to Mr. Dix. I got one to the Church of New Modernity, and one to Indigo Ranch. We have options here to either go to one of those locations and be able to go right to the ranch if we want to, right when it's over, and be able to try to get Barney back with the good news, or we can use these to set Anita up and give her the justice that you feel is appropriate. I trust both of your intuitions just as much as I do mine, and I know that you have not liked her from the start. So these are the options that we have, but we have to do it correctly, or it could all blow up right in our face. Literally, I don't really know how to use these bombs very well.
I think tonight I either need to go and kill Mr. Dick to clear my name and get my boy back, or at the very least, we need to go to Indigo Ranch. And I need to know he's in safe care.
I understand as a father, you have to do what you have to do.
Nezzy, I don't think she'd hurt Barney. She'd do this to hurt you, which is what she's done, but not to hurt Barney.
My boy feels like a hostage in this situation.
I know, but that means he's taken care of. That hostages have to be taken care of, otherwise they're not a hostage.
So I'm just supposed to go back to the mansion and just hope that my boy will be fine.
No, I mean, just for tonight, you're supposed to rest because you've had a bad day. You've had a real bad day, Nezzy. And a good day, too. I mean, we've gotten so much. We're so much closer. But you got to get some rest. And then tomorrow we got to finish up. He's right. We've got to finish what we started.
You focus all of this emotion towards executing our plan to the best that we absolutely can. No room for failure, so that we take care of Mr. Dick. We take care of Anita, if that's what we need to do to get Barney back.
If Barney was your boy, I don't think we'd be going back. But I'm not going to die on my own.
The three of you feel like you've reached an understanding, and it may not be a satisfying understanding, but you're able to get out of here, hiding Nezzy, sneaking through the hallways, and getting out as most people are being preoccupied with getting ready to go home. You make your way back to Vexenhall for what may be the last night before you all go to kill Mr. Dick.